Many in London, around 1 million people in London have hearing loss. And as you're saying, we have a great opportunity this month, because by the end of the month, the NHS needs to have introduced some accessible information standards. And that means GPs now need to register and be aware of people's needs when they're communicating with them. So if you're booking an appointment, at the appointment itself, doctors need to know what they need to do.
When it comes to the study that you've done, I think 1 in 7 of those that you questioned said that they'd miss their name being called out in a waiting room. It's very basic things, but it's also very costly. Certainly to the NHS, this is wasting a lot of money.
No, that's right. I mean, can you imagine 1 in 7 people turning up and then missing their name being heard? I mean, the irony of that, but also 1/4 of people leaving the surgery not understanding what the doctor said, not understanding a diagnosis, their medication. That's a real problem. But actually there's some really simple things that GPs can do, because if people are profoundly deaf and they need a sign language interpreter, that needs to be provided. But if people have hearing loss, maybe they lip read, just simply the GP needs to look at them and speak clearly so they can lip read and understand them. The opportunity this month is that this needs to be in place by the end of the month. So we're urging people now to be proactive, contact their GP. We've got a letter on our website they can use, a template letter on our website, just to make things easy for people. This is a great opportunity to fix a real problem.
Just on those standards that will come into force, I think it's the end of July. How will they be monitored? I imagine if you find that people are saying the same problems exist beyond that, something must need to happen there, because it's very easy to say we've got these rules. To make sure they're actually working will be the tricky part, I imagine.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we're going to press the NHS, the Department of Health, to make sure these are monitored, because 3 things can happen now. People should be able to contact their GP properly, make an appointment. At the appointment, they should have their communication needs met. But then when they leave, they should be understand the information to take away with them. Making sure this happens in practice is something we'll be pressing the NHS to do. But as we're saying today, we can make sure people be proactive themselves and ask their GP to take action.
I imagine there'll be lots of GPs who are doing a brilliant job at this already. But for those who perhaps are falling slightly behind on where they are, how easy do you think it will be for them to make these steps, some of them very small? Do you think you will kind of see a shift in attitudes and a shift in the way that people are behaving towards people with disabilities?
Well, we hope we will, and we need to. There's information for everyone, GP and patient alike, on our website. That's actiononhearingloss.org.uk. And as I was saying, some of the steps are very simple. The GP needs to spend less time looking at their computer, more time looking at the patient, so people can lip read and understand them. And then all of this can fall into place rather quickly.